Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. In this one, we're going to be looking at my Father's Day theology book haul. My wife went above and beyond and got me 3 gigantic sets in Reformed theology. These things are perfect for anyone wanting to study deeper in Reformed theology, whether you're a pastor or a layman like me. You're going to want to stick around and check out these sets for yourself. The first thing my wife got me, I couldn't be more thrilled, was the Family Worship Bible Guide from Reformation Heritage Book of Joel Beeke. This one is full of lots of good tidbits, just a couple quick little reference tips on every chapter in the scripture. So if you are a man who desires to lead his family in worship and praise to God and learning together to make sure that your family is established in the truth and growing towards a relationship with Jesus, you definitely want to pick up this book. It takes all the guesswork out of family worship. It gives you everything you need to ask some devotional questions regarding any chapter of Scripture. What I've noticed so far with it is you'll definitely want to read it prior to leading a devotion with your family on this. It takes a lot more of the guesswork out of it. It kind of tells you where you should be going with this in the first place. Let's be honest, folks. Most people in today's society, in today's Christian world, they're not leading their family. They're not leading certain daily Bible studies of their family. I know I fail on this myself. So this is going to be a massive, massive tool, a massive blessing. Excited for this one. And the fact that my wife got it for me on Father's Day kind of gives me hints that maybe I should be taking this a little more seriously. Next up, folks, we have Reformed Systematic Theology from Joel Beeke and Paul Smalley over at Reformation Heritage Books. This is a huge set. In a previous video, I talked about the divorce of Israel and how light they were for how thick these books are. These are heavy. Oh my goodness, I would not want to lug these things around. They are full of lots of good tidbits of information, especially for this one, compared to if you tried reading Bavinck or even Calvin at times on other areas. If you've tried delving into systematic theology, sometimes it can be very difficult to read. It can be very philosophical. It can be hard for the layman to just jump in and start understanding Scripture. These Reformed Systematic Theology, this one by Beeke, is not like that at all. This is for the person that wants to get to the nitty-gritty details without all the mumbo-jumbo stuff that can kind of make your mind go, what is going on? Or the Patrick Star.
The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
Very interesting for like the Greek. In this, they'll actually transliterate into English rather than leaving the Greek lettering in there. So if you're a fan of that, or you don't know any Greek, it'll help you there. For those of you that are a little bit more scholarly, it's still useful, but just be aware of that when you're reading it. It will be transliterated rather than the actual Greek. Looks like my daughter is waking up here, so we're going to have to hurry up. Next I got the Collected Writings of John Murray. This has been on my list for a long time. For those of you that follow Westminster Theological Seminary, on their website they actually have a reading guide for a prep for seminary. So that's what actually originally brought me to these book sets, and it's just been on my list for a long time. Murray, he was one of the clearest theological minds of the 20th century. He's deeply rooted in Scripture. Oh my goodness, he is. He's profoundly pastoral and unafraid to think and declare what he believes is true about doctrine. I saw this specifically when I read Christian Baptism previously. He sticks to his guns and what he believes to be right, and he definitely gives a good basis as to why he believes what he believes, and he will not accept anything less than that. There's sermons, there's book reviews, there's theology, there's history, there's just a whole bunch of good goodies here of just the works that he did over at Westminster Theological Seminary. The only thing I would say to look out for, we've emailed Banner of Truth. I don't think I've heard back from him just yet, but if you look at this book, what's wrong with that? Oh, and it's not just the cover, folks. See? Uh-oh. Really quick update as I'm editing this video. Literally as soon as I finished filming that video, a package arrived from Banner of Truth. They had sent me another copy of the John Murray, one that's printed right side up, so we are covered there. Thank you, Banner of Truth. Easy to work for. Just sent them a quick email. They got it all sorted out. But just be aware that when you do order books, order this set in specific, I would check to make sure they all right side up. So those books for me actually came about last week. They came in the mail. My wife could not even lift up the box off our porch to bring it inside, so she gave those to me a week early. Father's Day comes, morning of, she surprised me with Christian's Reasonable Service by Wilhelmus Abrakel. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I apologize if I'm not, but he's another one of those Dutch Reformed guys. If you see right here, I have Herman Witsius, and I read him before. I loved Herman Witsius. Economy of the Covenant. If you want to understand covenant theology, A+ work. But This is Wilhelmus Abrakel with the Christian's Reasonable Service. What I really like about this is it's not just a systematic theology. Sometimes when you read systematic theology, it can just be kind of dry theology and philosophy and nothing further than that. But this, what Wilhelmus does is he brings it into the realm of the practical for the Christians trying to develop piety, to further their relationship with God. It takes off of Romans 12:1, the idea that you should have a reasonable service towards God by offering yourself as a living sacrifice for him. And he takes that verse and just brings it into an entire systematic of saying, well, how can we live that out in our lives? How can we take systematic theology, understand it, and then apply it? And I think that's something that is so useful to modern Christians today. A lot of times we can either go one direction where we're entirely focused on a spiritual prayer and non-academic, non-scholarly Christianity, or you can take it the completely other direction and go completely scholarly, all theology, and not understand the piety required. It blends systematic theology with practical application and devotional depth of something that you won't get from any other systematic. If you've ever wished to read a theology book that read more like a, say, Puritan devotional, which Beeke many times mentions that the Dutch reformers were very inspiring to the English Puritans and back and forth, vice versa. If you've ever wished to have that blended with systematic rigor of systematic theology, this is definitely the systematic for you. I would definitely recommend you pick this up and you read it. So that concludes my Father's Day Theology book haul. Not exactly light reading by any means, but guys, fatherhood is serious business. As fathers who need to lead their wives, to lead their children, you need to make sure that you are well grounded in the truth. Be well grounded in a local church, be involved with that church, be studying the scriptures, meditating on them, and then studying theology so that you understand what we believe and why we believe it. Okay, and these are works and books that will help you attain the theological knowledge that you need to have, along with the personal piety that is required of you as a dad to lead your families through such tumultuous times that we are living in today. So let me know in the comments below, guys, what did you get for Father's Day? Is it possibly one of the books that I got, or is it something else that maybe I don't have and need to pick up for myself? Just comment down below, and I'd love to interact with you guys down there. If you're still here and you enjoyed this theology book haul, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. More theology and book content coming to you soon, and I'll see you all in the next video.